Hello and welcome back in this new episode of the Python tutorial series. Today I provide you a challenge, and the challenge is to create the sinusoide function based on the things that you learned in the previous tutorial. A little hint for you is to use the Taylor series of SEN of x to create this function. Try yourself, and if you don't succeed, come here to see the solution.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So first of all, we want the user to insert the x value, so x is equal input, write the x value. But remember that input function in Python return a string, but we want a number, so convert it with a float conversion. Then we set up the result to 0, and then we add an n value that help us to create the series. We want to enter the loop that simulates the sum, so while n is less than 10, I write 10 because I want to sum the first 10 elements of the series, but you can write number even bigger to become more accurate. So the result is equal the previous result added with the next term of the series. So the first term is -1 to the power of n multiply with x to the power of 2n plus 1, and then we must divide by 2n plus 1 factorial. But there is a problem. In Python, without use math library, there isn't a easily command to implement the factorial, so we must create one by ourselves. Create a variable m that is 2n plus 1, then we want an index e that starts from 0, and then we enter into another while loop. So while e is less than m, we want the factorial. The factorial starts from 1, because the factorial of 0 is 1, and then factorial is equal the previous factorial multiply by e plus 1, and then we increase e by 1. Then we can substitute the 2n plus 1 variable with the m1, and this part with the factorial. The last operation into the while loop is to upgrade the n value, so n plus equal 1, and then print the result to see if all is alright. Run the program, write the x value of 1, -1.1752. There is something wrong. The problem is here, because we must add another parenthesis here and here. Otherwise, these parentheses become only -1. Restart, write the number 1, and the result is 0.84147. If you go on Google and write SEN of 1, the result is equal. So we are done. Challenge finished. I hope you like this challenge. See you on next tutorial.